Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of In Review, Under Review, and Through the Review. I'm your host Joshua Allen with Your Concept Media Group, and today we're going to be talking about the DJI Mavic Pro and why I choose to use it as opposed to upgrading to some of DJI's newer products. I want to start off by saying that the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and DJI Mavic 2 Pro Zoom are awesome drones with some great new features. But this review is why I still choose to use the DJI Mavic Pro rather than upgrade. Now, there are other drones out there that are better than the DJI Mavic. You have the Phantom, you have the Inspire, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not too familiar with all of the other drones out there. So if you know of some other drones that could definitely blow this little guy out of the water, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. Now, one of the cool things that I like about this drone is that it's not specifically made just for professionals. Somebody who is an enthusiast can pick this drone up and just get rolling with it. Well, flying anyway. There's various functions on here that make flying easier for newcomers. I highly advise that if you were coming on the scene and a drone was something that you were interested in getting, this is probably one of the best bets for you. I'm doing it because I just want to educate you. I want to let you know that there are other options out there other than, you know, picking the most expensive option that's out there. Now, one thing that I want to point out is that this drone is not advertised as a professional level drone. You can get professional level results out of it, but it is not labeled as a professional drone. With that said, it doesn't use the beefed up Hasselblad camera system that comes in the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. That camera is awesome. It doesn't offer the cinematic 4K resolution, and that's 4096 by 2160. I think it's what, 24 frames per second? You know, that's something that a lot of people look forward to using. I mean, when you go to the movies, you look up at the big screen, they have this extremely wide image, and it's got the cinema bars on the top and the bottom of it. And you know, we've come to really appreciate that look over the years. Many of you may be wondering, why is cinematic 4K important? Well, to be more specific, it's actually referred to as DCI 4K, which actually stands for Digital Cinema Initiatives. DCI is an agreed upon standard of the film industry for 4K movie production. Long story short, if you expect to produce high quality movies in 4K that make it to the big screen, then you are going to want to get a camera that can produce cinematic 4K. It still has a crazy stable gimbal system installed, and it's also gonna cost you a lot less to get it repaired. You also get the ability to shoot in all of these different resolutions. One thing I want to point out, most people would never know the difference between what was shot in 4K and what was shot in 1080, especially if you downsample to 1080. You also have the option to shoot in D-Log. That's also an option that's available on the newer DJI Mavic. That actually gives you greater control over the post-editing process. You may also be wondering, why is shooting in D-Log important? Well, one of the main reasons that I can think of is because it actually lets the camera pull in as much dynamic information as possible. It doesn't make the highlights look blown out, and it doesn't make the shadows look pure black. It has a wider aperture than the newer DJI Mavic. One of the major reasons why I still shoot with my DJI Mavic Pro is because of the price. I mean, look at it this way. You go out and you pick up a DJI Mavic 2 Pro, you're looking at spending about $1,800. And after tax, you're looking at $2,000 after everything is said and done. And the Mavic 2 Zoom is right around $1,500, taxes included and whatnot. My Mavic Pro sits at right around $1,000, which is a huge cost savings feature. So another thing I want to point out, not only is this drone cheaper, the repairs are cheaper. One instance that comes to mind, a little while ago, I actually crashed my drone and they had to replace the gimbal system on it. It's kind of bouncing around in there right now. And I was a little bit worried because I thought that they were gonna charge me a lot of money. It actually turned out to be $150. The repair cost for the Mavic 2 Pro would cost you over $500. $500. That's just the cost for the assembly, and that's being modest. Mavic 2 Zoom isn't too much better. I think I read that it actually costs right around $400 for that assembly. I get 27 minutes of flight time, which is actually plenty for me. The batteries are super simple to swap out. There's two little buttons on the side right here. So I just pop mine right out, right back in there. There's actually a little button right here on the top that lets me see what the power level is. Actually don't cost that much either. They're right around $50 to $60-ish. To put this into a monetary perspective, the Mavic 2 Pro's batteries are sitting at, I think I saw $131.99 on Amazon. Point out that that is like important to note. Yes, with the newer Mavic 2 Pro, you are looking at getting some improved flight time. But one battery from here lasts 27 minutes. The Mavic 2 Pro, I think it had like 5 more minutes that it may have added on there. I'll add down here the exact time that the newer Mavic drones provide as far as battery capacity. We're actually gonna get out and try out a lot of these features that I'm about to talk about, but one of the things that's cool is this drone has many of the same flight features that you will find in the newer Mavic drones. So let's go ahead and take this guy out. I'm gonna pop up a screen sharing feature so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. But yeah, let's get outside and let's go check this out. I just wanna show you guys a couple of its features. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We're out here in this field. We're gonna go ahead, take off with the DJI Mavic Pro. I'm gonna fly you guys around a little bit. We're gonna use this sewer cover as a little helicopter pad. It's gonna make a cute little noise for me. Cute little noise. So here we go, here's the app. But before I go fly, I wanna turn on my app that I downloaded so I can share my screen with you guys. I'm up in the air right now. I am gonna select that truck. I'm on Droney right now. I'm gonna click go.
2, 1.
I'm gonna put a box around me, and I'm actually gonna fly it towards me a little bit more and down a little more. All right, so there I am. We're gonna click on rocket, and we're gonna click
3,
go.
2, 1.
And it's gonna take off. It's gonna stay locked on me. Walking. I can bring it down some more if I wanted to. It's gonna rotate the gimbal so it keeps me in the box. To sum it all up, this is why I think the DJI Mavic Pro is still a great option. You still get an awesome camera that shoots in 4K, 2.7, Full HD, and HD at various frame rate and various shutter speeds. It's capable of shooting great photos, cheaper parts and repair costs, still great flight time and range capabilities. It has many of the same flight modes as the newer Mavic Pro models. And finally, it has many of the same functions as the newer Mavics. Well, that about sums it up on why I choose to use the Mavic Pro over upgrading to some of the newer Mavic products. If you guys are interested in picking up this drone, I will leave a link down in the description below. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of In Review, Under Review, and Through the Review. I just want to ask that if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Also, click that notification bells button and then leave us a comment down below. We definitely will accept positive criticism. Please, nothing super vulgar or negative or anything like that. But yeah, click that notification bell so you can know when we have our newest videos out. Finally, if you could do us a favor and like the video and also share it. Just want to say thanks again, everyone, and we will see you on the other side of the review.